Okay. All right. So it's kind of what we did with Chris yesterday. There's 6 ways to chip a ball, or 6 planes of motion. It's up, down, left, right, and then kind of toe and heel kind of situation, right? So I love the way he explained it. It's kind of that I want width, obviously, right? Kind of, let's go through the technical aspect of it first, and then we'll go into the feel. The technical aspect, I kind of want to feel like I keep my width here. I don't use so much wrist, and I kind of come a little bit more inside here feel-wise, because I do get a little bit out and steep on it. The result that I kind of want is a launch below 30 and quite spinny, and I need to feel like there's a shift. And then how Chris describes it is kind of like keeping the width here. Imagine if I was holding like a towel. And the other one is, which is kind of cool if you do something one-handed like this, is you want to feel like the chest, the left side of the chest goes left and up. So kind of like that. Okay, with that being said, the only thing kind of affecting the club at this point is gravity, right? So gravity is going to make it drop this way. My job is quite simple. It's basically just to redirect what gravity is doing, pulling the club down, getting the club forward and out this way. And the result of that is a nice clicky, low, spinny one. I do have to note, I do need to open the face a little bit just to keep the angles a bit better. The other note that I have is this. Okay, let's go to the feel perspective. So Chris was trying to get me to feel like this thing goes left and up here. I struggle with that. So I need to feel it through my left knee, kind of like I push into the ground. And how much power I want to generate, or I want to control yardage wise, is based off kind of that left knee going up this way. So the more I push up, the more my chest moves, the more my hands go. We're basically trying to take all the coil out of it, right? So I turn as max out here, max out here. There's no energy storage whatsoever. With that being said, oh, that's windy. Thank you. With that being said, let's go to the feel perspective. It kind of feels like I'm going with the flow, kind of letting the club drop, and I redirect it as opposed to me forcing it. So my bad habit is, as I'm here, I yank the club, and if I do this, that goes, and I kind of chunk it, or I need to save it, or I deal off the crap. So I need to get out of that fear-based kind of mindset and let kind of nature do its thing. Once the club is up, it's going to drop, and all I have to do is kind of redirect the club and accelerate through, giving a lot more positive shot onto the ball. So I kind of like the way I thought about it. So it's a bit more like me taking control versus kind of going with the flow. And all my life I've been kind of taking control of everything, kind of trying to force it in. And I get all these like micro tension in my hand, and I do all these like weird little crap. This one, it forces me to kind of surrender a bit more to nature, to everything. Kind of. So the drills are quite simple. It's the one-handed chip, split grip, because when I do split grip, the right hand is a very dominant position, and my bad habit is I focus on the hands doing this, and it gets active. Obviously doing it on a tee will help, so I can kind of chip split hands on a tee, work on really clipping it and getting that left shoulder out of the way. And then you graduate into this off the ground, hitting a tee without the hands, without that hands, and then that's basically it. Other thing to note, I get a bit this way, make sure the shoulders are level, kind of feel cross-handy, and then change up the shot. That's it.